What if I told you? Football pitches aren't painted. McDonald's used to sell pizza. There's a town where nobody is allowed to die. And octopuses have 3 hearts. Every fact in this video is completely true. By the end, you'll question everything you thought you knew. Let's get started. Fact 1. The World Cup trophy isn't solid gold. It looks like solid gold, but if it actually was, it would weigh around 70 kilograms. Instead, it's made from 18-karat gold and weighs just over 6 kilograms, making it possible for players to lift it above their heads after winning. Fact 2. Football pitches aren't painted. Those famous stripes are simply grass cut in different directions. Light reflects differently depending on which way the blades bend, creating the striped effect we see on TV. Fact 3. Referees spray disappearing foam. It marks the position of the ball and the defensive wall during free kicks, then disappears naturally within a few minutes. Fact 4. There are more trees on Earth than stars in the Milky Way. Scientists estimate around 3 trillion trees on Earth, compared with roughly 100 to 400 billion stars in our galaxy. Fact 5. Octopuses have 3 hearts. 2 pump blood to the gills while 1 pumps blood around the body. When an octopus swims, its main heart actually stops beating temporarily. Fact 6. Honey never goes off. Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are still safe to eat thousands of years later. Fact 7. Sharks are older than trees. Sharks have existed for over 400 million years, while the first trees appeared around 350 million years ago. Fact 8. Bananas are berries. Botanically speaking, bananas are berries, but strawberries aren't. Fact 9. The shortest war in history lasted just 38 minutes. It took place between Britain and Zanzibar in 1896. Fact 10. McDonald's really did sell pizza. During the 1980s and 90s, some restaurants served pizza, but it took too long to cook and was eventually removed. Fact 11. The Eiffel Tower gets taller in summer. When metal gets hot, it expands. During the hottest days of the year, the Eiffel Tower can grow by around 15 centimeters before shrinking back down when the weather cools. Fact 12. Wombats poop cubes. Scientists discovered that the shape stops the droppings from rolling away. This helps wombats mark their territory more effectively. Fact 13. A day on Venus is longer than a year. Venus takes 243 Earth days to spin once on its axis, but only 225 Earth days to orbit the Sun. Fact 14. The inventor of the Pringles can is buried in one. Fred Bauer designed the famous tube. When he died, his family honored his wish by burying part of his ashes inside a Pringles can. Fact 15. Hot water can freeze faster than cold water. This strange phenomenon is known as the Mpemba effect. Scientists are still studying exactly why it happens. Fact 16. Blue whales have hearts the size of a small car. Their hearts can weigh more than 180 kilograms and are powerful enough to pump blood around the largest animal ever to live on Earth. Fact 17. There is a town where dying is almost impossible. In Longyearbyen, Norway, the frozen ground prevents bodies from decomposing properly. If someone becomes seriously ill, they're usually flown to the mainland for treatment, which is why the town became famous as the place where nobody is allowed to die. Fact 18. There is a lake that appears to turn animals into stone. Lake Natron in Tanzania is so alkaline that animals which die there can become coated in minerals, making them look like stone statues. Fact 19. Your brain named itself. Think about it. The organ responsible for naming everything in existence also gave itself a name. Fact 20. The moon is slowly moving away from Earth. Every year it drifts about 3.8 centimeters further away. In millions of years, the moon will look smaller in our night sky than it does today. Fact 21. There is a jellyfish that can technically live forever. The immortal jellyfish has the incredible ability to return to its younger form instead of dying. This allows it to restart its life cycle again and again under the right conditions. Fact 22. Some turtles can breathe through their bottoms. During winter, certain freshwater turtles absorb oxygen through special tissues near their tails, allowing them to survive underwater for months. Fact 23. There are rivers beneath the ocean. Deep underwater, differences in salt concentration create currents that flow like rivers across the seabed, complete with banks and channels. Fact 24. Saturn would float on water. If you could find an ocean big enough, Saturn is less dense than water, meaning it would float instead of sink. Fact 25. Your skeleton isn't the one you were born with. Your body is constantly breaking down old bone and replacing it with new bone. Around every 10 years, you've replaced almost your entire skeleton. Fact 26. There's enough gold inside the Earth to cover the entire planet. Most of Earth's gold is locked deep inside its core. Scientists estimate there's enough to cover every continent in a layer around half a meter thick. Fact 27. Cows have best friends. Studies have shown cows form close friendships and become stressed when separated from their favorite companion. Fact 28. The smell of freshly cut grass is actually a distress signal. When grass is cut, it releases chemicals into the air warning nearby plants that danger is close. Fact 29. A cloud can weigh over 1,000,000 pounds. Clouds may look light and fluffy, but they contain millions of tiny water droplets, giving them an astonishing weight. Fact 30. There are more possible games of chess than atoms in the observable universe. The number is so unimaginably huge that no computer could ever calculate every possible game. Fact 31. The world's quietest room is so silent that most people can't stay inside for more than a few minutes. Without any background noise, you'll begin hearing your own heartbeat, breathing, and even your stomach digesting food. Fact 32. Lightning is 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. A single bolt can reach temperatures of around 30,000 degrees Celsius in less than a second. Fact 33. There is a cave with crystals bigger than buses. Mexico's Cave of Crystals contains giant natural crystals, measuring over 11 meters long and weighing several tons. Fact 34. Your nose can remember over 1 trillion different smells. Scientists once believed humans could only recognize around 10,000 smells, but newer research showed the number is far higher. Fact 35. Koalas have fingerprints almost identical to humans. They're so similar they've even confused forensic experts under a microscope. Fact 36. The hottest place ever recorded on Earth reached over 56 degrees Celsius. Death Valley in California still holds one of the highest officially recorded air temperatures in history. Fact 37. There is a waterfall that appears to flow underwater. Near Mauritius, an incredible optical illusion makes it look like the ocean is pouring into a giant underwater waterfall. Fact 38. Some spiders can fly. They release tiny strands of silk into the wind and travel huge distances through the air using a method called ballooning. Fact 39. The longest hiccups ever recorded lasted 68 years. Charles Osborne started hiccuping in 1922 and didn't stop until 1990. Fact 40. Your body glows. Humans naturally produce a tiny amount of light all the time through chemical reactions inside our cells. It's far too faint for our eyes to see, but special cameras can detect it.